Hi, my name is Sierra Harris, and I am currently wanting to introduce myself a little bit and share my experience with learning design and technology up to this point. So, my current role is an enrollment coach at Arizona State University at EdPlus, and my experience with learning design and technologies has been mainly in a variety of my current and former work roles, working within ASU and also contracting with active duty military on bases overseas. And I, majority for all of my roles, have used things like Canva, as well as a little bit of DaVinci Resolve, as well as Adobe products such as InDesign. And so that is majority of my experience with learning design and technologies. And I'm eager to learn more and learn how to utilize other tools and applications to become a better instructional designer. And my reservations about this class are mainly in regard to the fact that I don't know as many platforms and tools to utilize to be up to speed and up to date on the most recent technologies and design tools that I could apply in my chosen field. And so I'm excited to learn about those, but also have some reservations because they will be new to me. And I know there is a whole wide world of tools and applications to use. And so I am a little bit nervous about that, and as well as all of the technologies we'll be using in this course. And so I am looking forward to the challenge, but also a little bit nervous as well. And so I thank you so much for your time. And those are the items I wanted to share today. Bye.
A little bit about my little family here. You can see in these photos myself and my husband Charles on our wedding day 8 years ago. He is retired Marine Corps, and so we had a military wedding. It was wonderful and surrounded with friends and family here in Arizona. And then you can see my two little fur babies as well. My rescue dog Journey, who is adopted here in Phoenix, Arizona, and Sage the travel cat, who has lived in 3 different countries and has traveled the world with us over the last 3 years. And that's my little family. I also wanted to share here a few of my hobbies. One of my biggest hobbies is adventuring, exploring other cultures, and traveling the world. And over the last 3 years, my husband and I lived abroad working, and we just were able to travel so many places throughout Europe, Asia, and had a wonderful time just exploring. And that is one of my biggest hobbies, is just getting immersed in the culture and living in different places and being able to have the opportunity to interact with so many different types of people, and of course experience all the wonderful food and all of the wonderful architecture as well. Speaking about food, some of my most favorite food at the moment is from my most recent time living over in Japan. I just love okonomiyaki and also yakiniku. And okonomiyaki is kind of that noodle and egg stir fried, kind of made into a pancake. And then yakiniku is just kind of the Japanese version of grilled meats on a little individual barbecue. And so that is one of my absolute favorite foods. And then I also, one of my other major hobbies is just reading and adventuring, exploring different libraries and bookstores. And so I am always up for visiting a new bookstore and adding to my book collection. And I am a sucker for any true crime or science fiction fantasy books. And currently, I am really into some true crime novels that I'm reading. And so that is my current book obsession. Now, my journey to this program specifically has been a very long and windy path. I have always really identified with being a Sun Devil very strongly, so much so I went for my undergrad. And then when I graduated and became a teacher, I taught at ASU Preparatory Academy, which is an ASU affiliate. And so there I also was teaching preschool and kindergarten while I worked on my master's degree. And so then, after I completed my master's degree there, I left to write curriculum and content for the Arizona Science Center. And then, after I finished my time there, since it was grant funded and funding ran out, I went to work on a new grant with the College of Health Solutions there at ASU, continuing back to being a Sun Devil there. And so I worked there on education grants, and I used my instructional design skills and curriculum design skills there for about a couple of years. And then after that, my husband and I had the opportunity to travel and live overseas, and I put my instructional design and curriculum experience to good use, helping support resiliency programs and educational programs overseas on both active duty military bases in Germany and in Japan. And as I was navigating that and exploring my passions for instructional design and development, I found that I really had a passion for it and I wanted to learn more and be able to continue to grow in the area. And so when we moved back to the United States, back to Arizona, I began working at the Teachers College, and I was not doing as much with instructional design that I was wanting to. I was doing more community outreach type work. Opportunity to move over and work in the ASU Ed Plus department. I knew that it would be a good move for me because I would get to get a little bit more experience with AI technologies as well as some instructional design work. And currently, my role is just at the beginning of utilizing some of these tools. However, I am hoping with my goals on completion of this master's program to move into potentially working with the instructional design and development team at ASU Ed Plus, so that way I can continue to grow. And then my overarching goal would be eventually to be able to have more remote project based work and be able to do instructional design work and content design work and be able to do those project based works while combining my passions of traveling and having the freedom of location, but also having the freedom to work on projects that ignite my passion and be able to grow and continue to develop in the field. Thank you all so much for taking the time to view my presentation about myself, and I look forward to continuing our work together in this course and throughout this program. Thanks so much, everyone.